a couple of yards deep. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Dropping back, it's Luck. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the run.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And that is a different collision. When you're trying to hit the tight end after he catches the football, this ain't a 185-pound wide receiver. Most of these guys, 240, 250, 260, try to go low, take out those ankles. And you see a lot of times that's when they hurdle or they're used to it too. But those big, strong athletes are hard to get to the ground.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Unloads to the wideout. This time it's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Quarterback on the keeper. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. The quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Frazier. Finds a little space. Turning it on! Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. Powers through the defender. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Mateer. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown ball! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Looking for the 2-point try. On the snap, it's Frazier. He gets it in there for the 2-point conversion, and the lead grows to 8. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to throw. It's Luck. Takes the easy one to the back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running more throwing in the second half. Throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our...
Intercepted on the first half. Turnover can swing momentum. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down. 32. start the game. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Breaks into the open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy, and their teams are usually their best squads.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Frazier. Gets it past the marker. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all away. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Every team has their script, and they want to get the game off on this foot, and they want to make sure that they have balance and get these plays in and assert the line of scrimmage. Run the football, and they do. They create the explosive run, and they open this football game with a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Virgil. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. And another big play from a Sooner receiver. We've seen that before. Some places you might get grades like C, D, all A-pluses here.
And he grabbed it like a lamb and serving up busted chops like you've seen this offense do so many times in the past.
There he goes. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Fires left. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
The play-action fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chain keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
That's the advantage right there. Your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB.
The Volunteers will kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Hester. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Football with the run. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
He'll pull it down. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Caught near the sticks, it's Hemby. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. It's Hemby. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Gonna run it. It's Riley. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They ain't getting stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. this offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Frazier. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some.
Looking for the end zone. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Nebraska.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious.
Off to the races to the right. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Direct snap. It's Tomlinson. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hester. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Here comes the offense on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Got him downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
The Cornhuskers getting set on 1st and 10. The give on the inside. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
They'll run it on first and goal.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Finds his big tight end. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Husker. Fit it in the window for the score.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And the Huskers will try to kick this from deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Using the quick game. Found a little room out of the wildcat that time, just short of the first down. What's old is new in offensive football. The return, at least on that play, of the pass-catching fullback.
You used to see this all the time back in the day. Fullbacks used to play all the time. Now you don't see him near as much, but versatile piece at fullback. Listen, he can catch the football. He can make plays. Use the big 5.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Looking for room. It's Hemby. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And into the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Follow the blockers. The offensive defensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the snap, it's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. The 40. The 20. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown ball.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game, going for the onside kick here in the third. And that one, I don't think, with required 10 yards. It did not. Penalty marker is out. He leaves it with his back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Finds his big tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The defense uses a timeout. They want to make sure they have the right call here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Finds some fresh air.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
If you like old-school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking for a man, it's Mateer. Gets it out quickly. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Offense scoops it up and still going. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's 3rd and goal. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Knocked off his feet.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Fourth and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap, it's Frazier. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Runs through a tackle. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of...
Turning it on! Past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Volunteers! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You know, there's no real reason to panic when you think about it, when does panicking ever really help. But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jeff like the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Mendoza. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Fires to the right. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Here's the handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards, maybe. 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. Finally corralled and not before. He picks up the 1st down. And the Spartans have their offense in high gear. To the air on 1st down. Buying some time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the Spartans.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Got enough for the 1st. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The Big Orange churning out those 1st downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Using his legs, it's Tomlinson. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Frazier. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Breaks into the open. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting him out flanked for the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Direct snap. It's Frazier. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And let's not complicate this. It's worked before. The QB sneak continues to get first downs. Keep using it. Keep moving the chains.
On the direct snap, it's Frazier. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. On the snap, it's Frazier. Creates a little space. Got the first down. Looking for more. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
On the direct snap, it's Frazier. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. Beck's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the first half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the second half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Oh, he wants it all. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. The Spartans will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Duff.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Fighting off the defender. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Frazier. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
And this defense is going to have its ears pinned back on 3rd and long from the 1. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Finds a man on the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Shakes off the defender. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Runs through the tackle. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on 3rd down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Wallace. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Great shot at a field goal from here. You don't want to be reckless and take it off the board, but you got to go for the score. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Spartans! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Frazier. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Tomlinson. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Lining up in the wildcat, let's see what they've got. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This defense is showing the Spartan spirit, and they are swarming.
I mean, they're making him earn everything. Nothing given up free. Playing so good at all the levels of the defense. If I'm a Michigan State fan, I'm pretty jacked up with this performance.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Offense facing 4th down.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, looking to pass. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. There he goes. Michigan State. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that is a drive and a